Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So I got my molds in from Temu. And this is one that came in the resin mold box, Resin Mold Express or whatever. But I got this on Temu. So this is that little cute jar that's going around. It's got all kinds of detail in here. So we're not doing this one today, but we will be doing this one coming up soon. And then I got this one, which is a witch frog. So we will be doing this coming up as well. This is the one we're going to do today. This should be a quick video. So this is, they called it a dragon, and it almost looks like an axolotl. So I really want to pour it to see exactly what it is. It's going to be a matte mold, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to do this one today. But then I got this Scrabble board. So, oops, sorry. Moving my thing here. So this is a Scrabble board. So there are 100 tiles here, and then you get your board, and you get one like tile holder. So I will need to make 3 more. So this is going to be the next video. We're going to be doing the Scrabble board, and then we'll do the other 2 on another video. I'm still waiting for the weather to get better so I can do the outside resin project that I was telling you about. So that will be coming up as soon. We got rain in the forecast again, so I'm just going to move this out of the way. So we're going to do this in polyurethane resin, because I had a few people ask how to color it, because last time I just remember we did the alcohol drip. Well, this time we're going to color it, and I picked out this purplish red. And this is by Craftor. And we are going to use the Craftor polyurethane resin, which is 1:1, cures in 10 minutes. So this should be a nice, short, quick video, I hope. So I'm going to mix up, I'm going to mix up 4 ounces. I think that will be enough. I'm hoping. So let me grab some gloves. All right. Okie dokie. So because you only have a 2-minute work time with polyurethane resin, you have to move quick. So you have to color the one part. It doesn't matter which one, but you have to color it and mix that in before you combine the 2 together. So we're just going to take, and we're going to put 2 ounces of part A, and then we're going to color it. So I don't have to worry about how long, because this is not going to cure until I mix the part B. So I'll just leave that there. So I know the last video we did with the polyurethane, we did the alcohol drip. So I wanted to show you guys, you know, if you want to color it. Now, that being said, you've also got to remember that this turns white. Okay. This turns white when it's cured. So whatever color you have, you've got to remember it's going to definitely lighten up. So you want to give that a thought. And this is just the mica powder. All right, so hopefully that won't lighten too much. All right, so now we're gonna put the 2 ounces of the part B. Oh. All right, so let me take the stick out here. And we'll go to the 4 ounces. All right. And then we're going to mix this. So normally you can see, you know, when it's clear. So what I'm looking for here is that all my mica powder color is mixed in with, you know, the both parts. I heard you. I said okay.
Multiple tourniquets, lifelight's called.
Oh.
That guy, he's out of the tree, he fell.
Oh no. Yeah, we just heard a call come over the scanner, and it's not good. All right, so we are going to, I'm going to get some down in there. And again, you've got to work fairly quick because this is going to set up in like no time at all. And I want to make sure that I try to get into the spines and all right, so that is pretty full. Let me get some sort of scraper here. And let me take my long neck lighter because I can't find my, so we're just gonna pop these little surface bubbles. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's pour this. Now, I can already tell just by looking at it, it's going to be a tricky one. All right, so that, I have 1.5 ounces left. And this is getting warm, so I need to get this. All right, so we've got that poured. Oh God, I gotta grab something else. All right, let's do. Like this is literally getting hot in my hand here. Let's just pour this big one. I think that's going to be it. I don't know if I can get this in here or not. Ah. Well, this one's gonna be a gooby mess. But that's what I mean about this stuff cures so quick. Yeah, and we're done. I'm just trying to flatten that out. All right. But you can see how quick these are curing. Like literally right before our eyes. All right. So I'm just going to leave this for maybe, I don't know, half an hour. Let it cool down a little. And then we'll be back and we will demold and see what kind of color we got. So I'm thinking it's not too bad of a color, as I can see, you know, looking at it. But yeah. All right, so I will be right back in about 15 minutes, but to you, I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So I went up, switched my laundry, got that folded, and I'm back. All right. So let's, oh, that's actually a pretty good color. It's not too bad. We did get one little bubble. But, you know, pouring it quick, that's what happens. So that's one little pendant. And I didn't let this sit too long because I knew I was going to have cleanup. And I wanted it still, you know, somewhat pliable to do that on these pieces here. So but there we have I'm just making sure there's no, it doesn't feel sharp, but I wanted it more rounded. And again, another little tiny bubble there. This one might be okay. So we got one good piece out of these, at least. But we did get a little bubble there. But with a jump ring, I mean, you're not really even going to notice them. And that one's definitely got some bubbles in it. Let's see if I can fix this front. We could use this as the top. Maybe not. don't think we're gonna save this one. This side's got a few bubbles, but I don't know. Not the greatest. And then this is just a disaster zone going right in the trash. All right. So those are our little quick extras. All right. So let's see how our little stand here held up. Oh, we got a bubble, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. Just trim this little edge. Now, I was hoping it was going to come out better because then I could have molded it, but it didn't, so. But it will, you know, it'll give us what it's going to look like when it's ready. All right, so this is the main event one here. Got a few little bubbles under its chin. Oh, he came out cute. We didn't get any bubbles in our little thingy dings. I mean, we did get a few micro bubbles underneath the chin, but that's all. All right, so what color are we going to do the eyes? Let me grab my markers. Let's see. All right, so these are the oil markers. And that's the big side. And that is the little side. Now, I have not even used this one. Clean up my mess here. Whoa. All right. Well, I forgot how quick these come out. All right, so I'm going to try to give this one a little bit of white in its eyes. We did get a few little micro bubbles in his eye, but other than that, it's not too bad. And I will put the link to these. Unfortunately, I know there's a lot of you that don't buy from Temu, so I did look on Amazon for some of these and I could not find it, so I apologize for that, but all right, so let's get this one done. Whoa. Oh, so maybe this is the way to do it. And then we're just having to move it around. Wow, that worked pretty dang slick. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry for a minute. And let's, all right, I don't use gold that often, so let's try, this is a Let's Resin one. I just want to highlight the horns. I guess that's what they are. Just to give it a little, just a little something. It doesn't have to be a lot. All right, and then we're gonna do down its little bumpy things and his claws. And I'm just hitting the high spots. And we might as well do the tips of the spines. Just like that, just enough to give it a little tiny something something. Let me get a little micro brush here, because I did get a little bit here, and I thought there was one other spot that oh, right here. Okay, wipe that before I end up sticking that in there. So let's take the, oh, that's the white, I want the black. And let's give him his little nostrils. His little mouth. All right. Now, How do I want the eyes? Do I do them this way? Yeah, let's just... This one's not quite dry because it was a little bit thicker. So I'm just trying to pick up extra. Oh, I don't know if I like that, but we're gonna go with it. Hang on, I'm gonna try to put a little bit of a pile there, and I'm gonna try to use one of these little sticks to see if I can hang on, we're gonna just dry it. Because these are oils, these take a little longer to dry. So because I put this one on much thicker, there we go, that's better. Yeah, I guess we'll leave his eyes like that. It's not too bad. And I did get some gold over here that I need to clean. There we go. So that's our little dragon dude. He's really cute. So we will be doing him again in resin, but I just wanted to give it a try. In the polyurethane. It's just get a little too much under here. There. I think he's kind of cute. Alrighty, guys, that does it for today. I will see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.